Hello kids, how are you? Hope you all are having a good time. I wish you health and wellness. Myself Komal Kaur Sethi representing Shiv Jyoti Educational Group Kota. Children, today I am here to teach you English text. In this we will study chapter 10, Owl and the Moon. So kids, open your book and take out page number 88, okay? Before starting, I would like you to place your index finger where I am reading and keep your pencils along with you to mark the hard words, okay children? So children, this story is about friendship between owl and the moon, okay? Friendship between owl and the moon. And one day owl is sitting near the seashore. He is very sad because of darkness all around. Let us start our chapter and see how his friend Moon help him cheer him up, okay? Chapter 10, Owl and the Moon. One night, Owl went down to the seashore. Underline the word S-E-A-S-H-O-R-E, seashore. He sat on a large rock and looked out at the waves. Underline the word W-A-V-E-S, waves. Everything was dark. Underline the word D-A-R-K, dark. So, Owl felt a little sad. So, children, one night, Owl went to the seashore. What is seashore? Seashore is called as beach where there is sand, water and rocks. So, he went there to the seashore. He sat on rocks over there looking over the seashore and waves. And what are waves? It is the movement of water, up and down movement of water, okay? Everything was dark and it is a night time, so everything was dark, okay? Owl felt little sad, so he is sad because there is darkness all around, okay? Just then a small tip of the moon came up over the edge of the sea. Underline the word T-I-P, tip, T-H-E, the, E-D-G-E, edge, the edge, O-F, of, T-H-E, the, S-E-A-C, the edge of the sea. Owl watched the moon as it climbed higher and higher into the sky. Underline the word C-L-I-M-B-E-D, climbed. Soon he could see the whole round shining moon. Underline the word W-H-O-L-E, whole over here. Owl sat on the rock and looked up at the moon for a long time. So, when he was sad sitting near a seashore, just then what happened? Just then a tip of moon came up over the edge of the sea. So, children, what is tip? It is the top point of something, okay? And what is the edge of the sea? It is the farthest point of the sea, okay? So, just then a small tip of moon came up, okay? A small light of moon came up. Owl watched the moon as it climbed higher and higher into the sky. So, he watched the beauty of moon as it climbed higher and higher, okay? Soon he could see the full moon, round and shining moon, okay? Owl sat on the rock and looked up at the moon for a long time. So, he sat on the rock there and admired the beauty of moon for a long time. If I am looking at you, moon, then you must be looking back at me. We must be very good friends. So, children, here Owl is saying to moon, see, Owl is saying to moon that, here Owl is saying to moon that if I am looking at you, moon, then you must be looking back at me. We must be very good friends, okay? The moon did not answer, but Owl said, I will come back and see you again, moon. But now I must go home. Owl walked down the path. Underline the word P-A-T-H, path. What is path? Path is a way or a track where you can walk, okay? He looked up in the sky. The moon was still there. It was following him. Underline the word F-O-L-L-O-W-I-N-G. What is following? Following means to follow someone, to move behind someone or something, okay. So, here owl said to himself that now I have to go home, but I will surely come and see you again, okay. So, owl walked down the path. He walked down a track where he can walk, okay. He looked up at the sky. The moon was still there. It was following him. So, he looked up at the sky. Moon was still following him, okay. No, no, moon, said owl. It is kind of you to light my way. Underline the word L-I-G-H-T, light, M-Y, my, W-A-Y, way. Light my way. Light my way means to shine the path, okay. But you must stay up over the sea where you look so lovely. So, here owl, as a concerned friend, said that no, I don't need light, it is okay, I can move by myself. You stay there at the seashore where you look very beautiful and lovely, okay. Owl walked on little farther. He looked at the sky again. There was the moon coming right along with him. So, he walked little farther and he looked up at the sky. The moon was still following him, okay. Dear moon, said owl, you really must not come home with me. My house is small, you will not fit through the door, and I have nothing to give you for supper. Underline the word S-U-P-P-E-R, supper. Supper is the last meal of the day. So, children, here owl is worried and little embarrassed that he said, dear moon, you must not really come home because my house is small, you are not able to enter it, and I don't have anything to serve you for dinner, for supper, okay. Owl kept on walking. The moon sailed after him. Underline the word S-A-I-L-E-D, sailed, A-F-T-E-R, after, H-I-M, him. Sailed after him. Sailed after him means to move quickly or smoothly after something, okay. After something or somebody. Owl kept on walking. The moon sailed after him over the tops of the trees. Moon, said owl, I think that you can't hear me. So, owl climbed to the top of a hill. He shouted as loudly as he could, goodbye moon. So, here he kept on walking and moon is still following him, sailing after him over the tops of the tree. So, here he got worried that, that maybe moon can't hear him. So, what he did, he climbed up on the rock and there he shouted, goodbye moon, okay. The moon went behind some clouds. Owl looked and looked. The moon was gone. It is always a little sad to say goodbye to a friend, said owl. So, moon hid behind the clouds. He looked at the sky. Who looked at the sky? Owl looked at the sky and he sees that there is no moon. So, he became little sad because he thinks his friend has gone now. So, he said to himself, it is always little sad to say goodbye to a friend, okay. Owl came home. He put on his pajamas and went to bed. The room was very dark. Owl was still feeling sad. So, children, this story is depicted at night time, okay. So, he went to home, turned to his bed, he wore his pajamas and turned to his bed. The room was very dark and owl was still feeling sad because it is a night time, it is darkness all around, okay. Suddenly, Owl's bedroom was filled with silver light. Owl looked out of the window. Underline the word S-I-L-V-E-R, silver. The moon was coming out from behind the clouds. Moon, you have followed me all the way home to cheer me up. What a good friend you are, said Owl. Underline the word C-H-E-E-R, cheer. So children, suddenly what happened? Owl's bedroom is filled with silver light of moon, okay. So he became very happy, he got very surprised to see his friend and he said, Moon, you have followed me all the way home to cheer me up. What a good friend you are, said Owl over here. So children, as a good friend, Moon fulfilled his duty by coming all the way to his home and cheering him up with his own moonlight, okay. Then Owl put his head on the pillow, underline the word P-I-L-L-O-W, pillow over here. Owl put his head on the pillow and closed his eyes. The moon was shining down through the window. Underline the word W-I-N-D-O-W, window. Owl did not feel sad at all. So children, he lay down on his bed, put his head on the pillow. The moon was shining down through the window, so he is able to get the moonlight, to get some light over him. So now he is not feeling sad at all. He is happy. He is sleeping peacefully in his room now, okay. So children, our chapter is over here. I hope you enjoyed this chapter. Children, this story is about friendship between owl and moon, and in this story we have learned that we should always fulfill the duty of friendship. And one more thing you will learn here, that sadness is compared with dark and happiness and joy is compared with light, okay. So children, let us see some new words of this chapter on the board. Number 1 is seashore, S-E-A-S-H-O-R-E, seashore. Waves, W-A-V-E-S, waves. Then dark, D-A-R-K, dark. After that tip, T-I-P, tip. Then the edge of the sea, the, T-H-E, the, edge, E-D-G-E, edge, O-F, of, T-H-E, the, of the sea, S-E-A-C. Then after that climbed, C-L-I-M-B-E-D, climbed. Then hole, W-H-O-L-E, hole. Then path, P-A-T-H, path. After that following, F-O-L-L-O-W-I-N-G, following, okay. Then supper, S-U-P-P-E-R, supper. After that sailed after him, S-A-I-L-E-D, sailed, A-F-T-E-R, after, H-I-M, him, sailed after him. After that goodbye, G-O-O-D, good, B-Y-E, bye, goodbye. Then silver, S-I-L-V-E-R, silver. Then cheer, C-H-E-E-R, cheer. Then pillow, P-I-L-L-O-W, pillow. So children, learn these spellings thoroughly, okay. Now we will move to copywork of this chapter. So in first line we will write chapter 10. After that we will write title of the chapter, Owl and the Moon. Then after that new words, okay. Children, you have to draw red margins as shown here, okay. So we will start with new words. Number 1 is EDGEH. Number 2, FRIENDS, friends. Number 3, WHOLE, whole. Number 4, SAILED, sailed. Number 5, GOOD, good, BYE, by, goodbye. Number 6, WINDOW, window. Number 7, PILLOW, pillow. Number 8, CHEER, cheer. Children, now let us move to word meanings of this chapter. Number 1 is seashore. Meaning of seashore is beach, okay? BEACH, beach. Now look at number 2. Number 2 is SUPPER, supper. Meaning of supper is last meal of the day. So what is supper? It is last meal of the day. Now look at number 3, following, okay? Meaning of following is chasing, okay? When you follow someone or when you chase someone. Now we move to make sentences of this chapter. In this you have to frame sentences on given words. Number 1 is SHINING, shining. So sentence for word shining is, the stars are shining in the sky. So where are stars shining? They are shining in the sky, okay? Underline shining over here. Now look at number 2. Number 2 is PATH, path. Sentence for this is, she was walking along a garden path. So children, path means a track or a way where you can walk. So here the sentence is, she was walking along a garden path. So how is the path here? It is a garden path. Underline the word PATH, path. Now look at number 3. LOUDLY, loudly. Sentence for this is, we should not speak loudly, okay? So children, we should not speak loudly. We should always speak very, very politely and softly. Underline the word loudly over here. We should not speak loudly. Now let us move to who said to whom. Number 1 is, I will come back and see you again, moon. But now I must go home. So children, we have read the chapter. Who said these lines? Let us read it again. I will come back and see you again, moon. But now I must go home. So this story is about two things, owl and the moon. So who said these lines? Owl said to the moon. Okay, answer is owl said to the moon. Now look at number 2. It is always a little sad to say goodbye to a friend. So who said this line? Answer is owl said to himself. Okay, owl said to himself that it is always sad to say goodbye to a friend. Okay. Now children, let us move to answer the questions. Number 1 is, why did owl feel a little sad at the seashore? Answer is, owl felt a little sad at the seashore because everything was dark. Why he feels sad? He felt sad because there is darkness everywhere. Okay. Owl felt a little sad at the seashore because everything was dark. Okay. D-A-R-K, dark. Everything was dark. Now look at number 2. Why did owl not want the moon to come home with him? Answer is, owl did not want the moon to come with him because his house was small and he had nothing for supper. So here owl is worried that his house is small and he has nothing to serve him for supper. Okay. Why did owl not want the moon to come home with him? Owl did not want the moon to come home with him because his house was small and he had nothing to serve him and he had nothing for supper. Okay. Now look at number 3. Why was Owl not sad anymore? So at the end of the chapter, why was Owl not sad anymore? Let us see. Owl was not sad anymore because the moon was shining down through the window to cheer him up. So why he is not sad at the end of the story? Because his friend was there to cheer him up. Okay, he is there with his moonlight, silver moonlight, to cheer him up. Okay, let's read it again. Owl was not sad anymore because the moon was shining down through the window to cheer him up. Okay, so children, our chapter is over here. I hope you enjoyed this story. Do your copywork very neatly, and I hope you learned the lesson of friendship. Thank you.